Hey there, Parker Reed here, and welcome to PR Media, your home for everything movies and music through my eyes. And today we have a review of the new 4K Ultra HD Blu-Ray edition of Collateral. After a long day, LA taxi driver Max is about to knock off when sharp-suited Vincent offers him $600 to make 5 stops. Sounds good until Vincent turns out to be a merciless hitman and each one of those stops involves a hit. As the night goes on, Max starts to wonder if he'll live to see the sunrise, as the pair are hunted by the police and the FBI. So going into this review, I've never seen Collateral before. I've seen a lot of Jamie Foxx movies and a lot of Tom Cruise movies, but I've never seen them in these particular roles. And for some reason in this movie, Jamie Foxx reminded me of his role as Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. He's kind of a nerd, but he has some strength within him. And I've never seen Tom Cruise in like this big of a villain role before. I really enjoyed his role in this movie. He's very charismatic, which makes him a great villain. He's very cold-blooded, so that mixture of two characters throughout most of this movie was very entertaining for me. But I do have to say, seeing Tom Cruise with like gray hair or white hair, it was very odd, but funny at the same time. But should you pick up this action movie on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray? Let's find out. So if you decide to pick up Collateral on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, you only have one version to pick from in the United States, and that's the standard edition slipcover. And on the front we have Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx here. And on the back we have some information about the film, the special features, the technical specs, as well as some still imagery from the movie. If you open up, it's the same artwork on the case itself, but someone explained to me why it's not just the poster and then it says 4K on the actual case itself. It says it on the artwork too, so it's got this weird uncanny valley thing where there's two logos and it's freaking me out and they're not completely centered. See, this one ends here and that one ends here. I know it's a nitpick, but it's weird to me. And the back looks the same as well. And if you would like the digital code for this movie, it is first come, first serve on that. And for the disc, it's kind of boring. It's just got the Collateral logo on a black disc for the 4K, and then the silver thing here for the Blu-ray. So for visuals on Collateral, we have upscaled 4K, which means that it was mastered in 2K, but then upscaled to 4K, and it is widescreen, so you will have black bars at the top and the bottom. And I would say I'm not very impressed with this transfer. It was very, very grainy, so for something that came out in the mid-2000s, that was kind of surprising to see. And this entire movie is at night, so the HDR helps out tremendously, but there were only a few shots that I saw that had a lot of intense detail. It didn't look spectacular when compared to the Blu-ray, I would say. It looked fine. It looked a little bit below average as far as 4K transfers go. So the visuals did not blow me away on this disc. I expected a little bit more from a movie that had this kind of cast. And then for audio on this disc, we have a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 mix, and I would say this was much more impressive than the visuals were. This movie relies a lot on sound effects and a lot on great music. There is a few Chris Cornell songs in this movie that were really cool to hear, and you never have a problem hearing the dialogue, which sometimes happens with older transfers of 4K movies. Sometimes they don't get the sound mix right, but the sound mix on Collateral was great, and there was a lot of great dialogue between the two main characters. So as far as audio goes on this disc, did its job. So what I recommend you pick up Collateral on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. I would say wait for a sale on this one. $20 is a good price for a new 4K movie, but the transfer visually just wasn't worth it for me. So if this goes down to $15, which I assume it already has or will very soon, I would say pick it up then, but don't pick it up right now because it is a little bit overpriced for what you're getting. It's a decent movie, but this transfer is just not that impressive. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw here, you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram, and like, comment, and subscribe if you so choose. My name is Parker Reed. You've been watching PR Media. Keep supporting physical media, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.